All right, Morgan, congratulations. Welcome back. Congrats on re-signing with the Chargers. Why was staying here the right move for you?
Just first off, the guys in the room, everyone we're around is awesome. It's really easy to come back to a place where you enjoy the people you work with and you're around. And then the coaching staff as well. They put us in the right positions, and it's easy to play for guys that want to see you succeed, and then as well as know how to use you and put you in the best positions.
I know you and I were just talking off camera. You don't have to move.
Yeah,
it's great, right?
Yeah, that's a huge plus is not having to move, especially like moving back and forth twice is tough. So being able to kind of have a little bit of stability is nice.
Let's talk about your camaraderie with the guys. I know obviously you and Sebastian are tight. A lot more shenanigans are probably going to happen between the two of you now, but just you've only been here for a year, but just the bond that you've built obviously with guys you knew like him, but some of these new guys too who you met with this past season.
The whole room is tight. The whole building, I would say. When I signed, for example, Justin texted me, Stick texted me. Not just defensive guys, and people were reaching out, telling me congrats. So the guys, we talk a lot. I think I've talked to Khalil every couple days, and Joey and all the guys. So we're all still pretty close, and we go to dinners and hang out. So it makes it a lot easier to be back with them and want to kind of finish what we started and definitely what we felt like we left on the table last year.
So in reading just about sort of the season that you had, what is your reaction to hearing words like indispensable and reliable when it comes to you and your performance last season?
I think reliable is probably the best one to hear, just because that's what you want to be at the end of the day. Is you want to be able to walk in the room and everyone can look at you and know, like, no matter how tough it gets, how dark it might get or whatever's going on, that they can lean on you and depend on you to do your part and to perform the way you need to perform.
Obviously, dependability and reliability, there's a health factor to it, but when you mention sort of the dark times and helping guys get through that, where does that penchant for just sort of being there for people kind of come from?
I think it's just being a part of this business. Especially being around it for a while. I had really, really good vets my first couple years, and our room was really tight, and we just leaned on each other when things weren't great. When we were 4-12, and then when things were great, when we were going to the Super Bowl. So being around guys like that kind of makes you want to, I don't want to say like pay it forward, but be that guy when things do get tough, or you've seen it and you've been in the tough spots, so you can kind of be that guy to lean on or to help guys, hey, just push through it, we'll be all right.
It's a fake, and Bull's going to be sacked. Morgan Fox has him wrapped up and dropped.
Let's go!
He continues to be a force on the interior of that line.
You had a career year in 2022. Why does this scheme with Brandon Staley just suit you so well?
The big thing for me is opportunity. Coach Staley knows how to put me in really good positions to win, and on top of that, he always gives me the opportunity to go. He knows who I am as a player, as a rusher, even in the run game. So he never shies away from giving me an opportunity, and he gives me plenty of them, and that's really all I need.
What was it like reuniting with him and now getting to kind of run it back for another season, essentially?
Oh, it was awesome. After being released and kind of having Coach Staley bring me back, and it was awesome to I'm really grateful for him giving me that chance, and then to be able to run it back, like I said, with what we kind of felt like we left on the table last year. It definitely feels like we'll be able to go after it in a better way, especially with guys healthy and kind of reinvigorated to go try to finish it.
When you mention going after it in sort of a better way, does that just come down to the comfortability now that you guys have and have together, or what else do you mean by that?
I think like everyone's here now.
Yeah.
Like we all know each other. You're not bringing in a million new faces. Like you have a lot of guys that are here again together. There's continuity. Guys aren't moving and coming in and settling in. Like guys are settled, guys are calm, and then just you can be really hyper-focused on everything.
What was the key to this defense really coming on so strong at the end of the season last year?
I think we had a lot of really good leaders and vets. Kyle definitely was a big part of it. Khalil, Bash, and everyone kind of just coming together and having some grown-up talks about we need to figure this out, and if we're going to be good, we have a really good offense, we have really good weapons, and we have to pull our weight.
Jones on third down from the shotgun. He throws right away at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go!
It was Eric Kendricks.
Let's go, man! Let's go!
This defense added Eric Kendricks. What overall do you think is the potential of that group?
I think it's hard to put a ceiling on the potential of the group. We saw really good flashes of what we could be last year. So I think when you bring in talent like Eric, the sky's the limit. You know, a guy who's a really good leader. I've actually trained with a couple guys who played with him, and they have nothing but great things to say about him. So, you know, being able to have a player of his caliber, you know, behind you that you know you can lean on and trust, that you're always excited for.
Looking at your journey in the NFL from where you started to where you are now, just what do you make of it in terms of how far you've come?
I mean, I'm definitely not supposed to be here. As far
What would
as,
you be doing if you weren't here?
I'd probably been in the military,
Okay.
honestly. But, you know, it's crazy because, like, my rookie year, I remember they gave me a 0% chance to make the team because I was a D2 guy going into a room with 5 first-round picks, Aaron Donald, Rob Quinn, nothing but big names, and then, you know, to actually, like, you know, make P squad, play, be active, and then make the team every year it was, he's not gonna make the team, he's not gonna make the team. Made the team, had a good year, got another contract. So it's been a roller coaster, but it's been a fun one. And it's definitely been fun to always see the, we don't know, and then be able to be the one smiling at the end of it.
Yeah, what's it like to be on that side now?
It's always great. You always smile at it, and at the end of the day, you know, we're playing a kid's game for money, and you can't take it too seriously, and you still have to be able to smile through seeing all that and laugh at being at the end of it.
Final question, it's obviously a really important one. We talked about you and Brandon Staley running it back. You and Winston gonna run it back now?
We'll see. He's at Westminster in May,
Okay.
So we'll see. He's doing really well right now. His handler Perry's, they're doing a great job. So we're really excited to see him at Westminster and just see if we can bring it all home finally.
We're excited to have you back. Congrats,
I'm
Morgan.
happy to be here. Thank you.
If you want to see more content like this, check out the link right here.